most loved pet health coach, and with me today is Michael James Daly, one of the first graduates of the pet health coaching program. He's going to start helping me get these uh, broadcasts sort of better handled and be able to help you a little bit more in the Facebook comments and things of that nature. And so we'll jump right over to the Facebook page. So let me give you the tunnel of infinity for a moment, and we'll jump over here. And May is asking about iodine, and Leona and May, I'm apologizing if I missed this, but basically in the CrockPet recipe, it calls for 45 micrograms of iodine per batch. And this is added to the batch itself, not the individual meals. And so you can do this either with kelp or with iodized salt if your pet is sensitive to kelp, or if you're, it's one less supplement to buy essentially, and you're not concerned about the anti-caking agent salt. So you would add it to the cooked meal. The point of that is, along with the calcium, is to help them distribute through the entire batch so that it's more evenly distributed. And thank you all for the birthday greetings. I had a great one, and Mary Jo had a wonderful birthday as well. So it's all good stuff. Oh, great to hear, Lolly. So Charlie had some weird stuff going on, and looks like the BUN and creatinine were up a smidge. And I think, Lolly, more likely this is dehydration because of whatever the weirdness was that was going on. So I think that's pretty likely. The protein content is actually going to be pretty similar to most commercial pet foods, so that should not be an issue. And Michael, you want to handle this one? So Dana's saying she feels like she's pill pushing her dog. She sees an integrative vet, and she's been working on the gut now for 6 to 8 months. And he's actually 13 months old, so actually forever. So wow, that is a lot of stuff. So gastrics, intestinal cleanse, and a tablet, another tablet, Chinese medicine, omega-3, probiotics from Doggy Biome, yada yada yada. So what do you think, Michael? What would you suggest for Dana in that situation? So we've got all sorts of crazy stuff happening there. I think I lost your volume. Yeah.
Sorry, trying to wing this right
now. So Dana's dog is 13 months old, and he's been on all this stuff, trying to sort it out. So what would you suggest? Where would you start with this? So we got, intestinal cleanse, all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, maybe doing a Glacier Peak Allergy Test to kind of see where things are with that.
Yeah, and see if food's a problem or not. And Dana, honestly, I mean, if you feel like you're putting all this stuff in the bowl and you're not sure, is this helping, is it not helping, then take it all out and restart. So put this back on. So because this is a lot of stuff. So gastrics, intestinal cleanse, the Chinese med, and Benadryl. So it sounds like you've still got some G stuff going on there. So honestly, I would take it all out and see what happens. Is it better, worse, different?
I would think also, Ruth, to think about too is like, I think people are so stuck on like an instant gratification kind of situation with their pet feeling better. And I think the thing to think about with supplementation and integrated medicine and food therapy is that it's a deferred gratification thing. It just takes time. So like, Ruth said, I think definitely taking, everything out, adding one thing at a time, give it some time, see where it goes, and just kind of gradually get there and just be patient. It's unfortunately one of those things you just got to be patient
Right. And for, full history, I mean, and I think this is Jack, he's starting to develop some allergy issues. So something is going on, even in the face of being on all of this stuff. So I would take it all out, Dana. Start with adding the omega-3 back in. Take the salmon oil out. If this is a recent change, to see if that makes allergies better or not better. And then if it really doesn't make a lick of difference, then I would definitely go with a Glacier Peak test and see what's going on, because to develop symptoms on this protocol is not very reassuring at all.
Yeah, for a little guy.
And yeah, I mean, he's really been through the ringer, and he's done so much better with CrockPet, which is so awesome.
Awesome.
And then Gwen's asking about reverse osmosis water. Should she add something in? And I think Delora gives you some excellent advice. Concentrate minerals, because it does suck out all the good stuff. So that can definitely help things out. And I don't know if that's all of them or not. Let's flip over to the cheat sheet and make sure I haven't missed anything, but I think we're light on questions. So, Angela is saying that she's been feeding CrockPet for years, and then in the last month, the dog started developing really itchy skin. Let me pop this back up so we can look at these together. So yeah, that's a pretty significant difference. That's really lovely, and this is kind of scary. And so what you might try, if you have been already, is the fish oil. But honestly, to see this big of a discrepancy in hair coat, what do you think of, Michael, other than food and supplements?
Time to go with coat. So if it's maybe something going on with the thyroid, maybe taking a look at the thyroid, seeing, getting some blood work done there.
Absolutely.
Flea preventive, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's hard for me to see.
Yeah, these are tiny, tiny pictures on your phone. But yeah, definitely look at thyroid function, because this is a huge change. The coat quality has declined. It looks like there's chunks of fur missing. And so that looks more like an endocrine problem than a food or supplement issue. So yeah, check that out. Especially if they're not really itchy. Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to say, especially with the CrockPet diet, because you can always, that's the good thing about it, is that you can just continuously make sure that you're rotating the proteins and the vegetables to make sure that it's an allergy thing.
Right on. Yeah. Let's see, we've got Gwen's question, Lolly's question, and May's. And then Kay is asking about iron. And the iron formula, honestly, I cannot remember. So let's put that together. But if there is anemia present, so the iron level in holistic total body support is designed to be a smidge above, actually about 25% of what is needed. And I think probably this is going to be an iron dextran, since it's not specified. And in many cases, that's the most easily available form of iron, which can be given both orally and via injection. But yeah, if there's some anemia present, that's definitely a great place to start. Let's see, and then we got Dana's question already, so I think that is what we got for this week. and not seeing any questions in the chat, so I think we are good to go. So that's what we've got. We'll be next week. Michael will be digging in and kind of be monitoring questions here as well, but we'll keep getting them answered. And hopefully with Michael coming on board, I know that noon is tough for many of you to, we'll be able to shift you to a time, shift this broadcast to a time that's easier to make for most of you. So that's what we've got for this week. Take good care. And remember to give everybody a big hug and a kiss for us. And your pet's best health starts in the bowl.